What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and I'd like to check in with my Florida Republicans, you lovely folks who decided SB 1718 was such a great idea that now you're begging folks to come on back to Florida. Please come back to Florida. We don't have folks that'll do the job. Dodo birds. So, June 1st. This article comes out June 5th. This was a couple days ago. This is from The New Republic. It's by the writer Prem Thacker. And I just want to dive in because this is the find out portion of F Around. And you're right there in Florida, politicians. And as for you voters, what are you doing? This is what it's worth to you? Anyway, here we go. Let's dive on in. Florida Republicans admit they made a big mistake with anti-immigrant law. Republicans are trying to convince immigrants that the law was just to scare people. Nothing more, just to scare you. We just want to scare you a little bit, just a scare, just a little scare. This is us playing games with laws. You know, we're just playing games with lives. We just like, you know, we like to play. We like to play. Boo, boo. Did I scare you? Boo. We like to play because, you know, we're not serious. We just like to play and distract so that the very wealthy can continue to extract all the profits that come off of the workers' backs. And they do it every day because it's sense you lack. Man, they fool you quick, you quack. Let's keep going. Here we go. Florida Republicans passed a bill criminalizing the transport of undocumented people into Florida, requiring hospitals to ask about immigration status on intake forms, invalidating out-of-state driver's licenses or other forms of government ID issued to undocumented people, and preventing local governments from issuing identification cards to undocumented people. Now, after sparking backlash among thousands of immigrants who make up a great deal of Florida's economy, some Florida Republicans are trying to backpedal and do damage control. On Monday, Representatives Alina Garcia, sellout Rick Roth, and Juan Fernandez, sellout Barking appeared at an event sponsored by Hialeah Mayor Esteban Bovo, sellout, also a Republican, sellouts, the trio, all of whom voted to pass the anti-immigrant bill, clumsily attempted to appeal to the thousands of people their party has alienated. This bill is 100% supposed to scare you, said Roth. I'm a farmer, and the farmers are mad as hell. We are losing employees. They're already starting to move to Georgia and other states. It's urgent that you talk to all of your people and convince them that you have resources, state representatives, and other people that can explain the bill to you, he added, essentially begging Florida's labor force to not leave the state that cares so little for them. This is more of a political bill than it is policy. It does give more police state powers going forward to deal with immigration, but still, this is mainly a political bill, Roth concluded incoherently. It's just politics and messaging, but also it ramps up the police state. But also, it's just all politics. Okay. We had the best president in my lifetime the last 30 years, and I'm still supporting Donald Trump, Roth continued. I love my governor. He's the greatest governor, he said of Ron DeSantis, who led the charge to pass a bill stigmatizing and targeting the some 772,000 undocumented workers, students, and community members in Florida. I really didn't prepare anything, Garcia said while beginning her remarks, adding that she agreed with everything Roth said. This is a bill basically to scare people from coming to the state of Florida, and I think it's done its purpose. Yeah, I bet it has. I bet it has. I bet it scared people from coming to Florida. I bet it has made people leave Florida. And I bet your produce is rotting on the vine because of you and your hateful self and your hateful ideas and your support for such hateful policies to be so social warrior. Oh, we're going to fight for the right. To do what exactly? The pleading by Republicans who are reaping what they sowed comes after Latin American truck drivers began rallying behind calls to strike and not enter Florida, while thousands of workers and families have marched across the state protesting the bill and threatening to leave the state. A spokesperson for Barquín provided a statement after publishing, assuring that the Florida representatives does not see the bill as a mistake or some messaging bill. During the forum, some of my colleagues dismissed SB 1718 as merely a scare tactic, Barquín said. I in no way share their opinion. I voted for this bill, support this bill, and applaud our governor for making this a priority, Barquín said. This post has been updated. So, for you guys who live in Hialeah, Florida, Hialeah, Miami, you know what I'm talking about, my folks out there in Hialeah. That's your mayor, man. Maybe do the right thing and vote him out. Maybe stop being such hateful folks and stop voting for these monsters who hurt folks, who are now causing the rest of the state to suffer because these monsters just want the very rich to continue to reap all the rewards while working people stay fighting amongst each other. They do this just to harm people so that they can feed a culture that loves to harm people. The only thing they really believe in and the only thing they really love is guns, missiles, and war. That's it. Guns, missiles, wars. Gun, missile, war. Gun, missile, war. They don't love anything else but guns, missiles, and war. They don't love healthcare. They don't love happiness. They don't love people to be happy and cheerful. You know what I mean? They're sour pusses. Bunch of sour pusses. Just want to trample on everybody's freedom. And yet have the audacity to call them the party of freedom. Freedom to do what? March in a straight line, all dressed the same? I thought we were supposed to have freedom of choice and freedom of being able to live your life and pursue happiness. Well, why all the sourpuss behavior from these DeSantis Republicans? You reap what you sow, you sourpusses. You reap what you sow. And it ain't gonna change. I'm sorry, but life evolves, society evolves, people learn. You can't unlearn when you learn. We're gonna continue to evolve and move forward. You're the last of a dying breed. Maybe you should adapt. That's what evolution says you should do if you want to continue to thrive. And if you don't adapt, then, well, then it's on you. And I welcome your ideas' demise. Have a great day. My name is Eric. Y'all keep in mind that the fight is not left and right. It is up and down. It's going to take class solidarity to win always. Each one, teach one, get out there and reach one. And there could be no union without you and I front and center. Oh, yeah. And by the way, F Ron DeSantis, F SB 1718, and F all them sour pusses. We keep grinding for the people. And that's how you should grind, for the people. Much love. Later.